Hello everybody and welcome back to Dungeons, Dragons and Space Shuttles. Um, so in this episode we're going through all the iron that I wasted doing something special. So when the last episode ended, I said I was gonna set up the Void Miner in the next episode. Little did I realize just how expensive the thing actually is. So I may or may not have already put all the materials in use here. Now, this is the cheap part. This is the cheap part. What is quite expensive is the fact that I need more than a stack of iron plates to make these structure frames here, and need more iron for bars and these connectors. Now all of this stuff is pretty much just stuff we have made out of things we have lying around. Nothing out of the ordinary here. It is mostly just iron and steel. That is pretty much all there is to it. And I guess these netherite crystals, which are made like this. It's just a diamond, flint, dust, and electrotine. We have all of that. That is not the problem here at all. What is the problem is the fact that we have... we literally ran out of iron. If I look inside here, we have 13 iron left. Oh boy. And which is why I'm going through all this iron right here, so we have some more. I went down the mine and gotten quite a lot back, actually. I also set up a automation that pulls out the creosote oil automatically while I'm not looking. Basically, this trash can over here just deletes fluid, whatever it goes into it, so I don't have to use a tank whenever I'm using something. Which also gave me the opportunity to use the copper tank, I think it was, or bronze tank, I'm not sure, copper tank, to fill up the super glue with it and get some other free cells, I guess. So basically, I'm just waiting for the steel to be finished now. I also got a lot of coal back that we used. Like, look at that, we have 600 coal, which means we can now just go back to feeding our flowers properly again. So let's get 7 of these and throw them in there. You know, because we also had real mana struggles with these mana diamond blocks, which are kind of expensive to make. But other than that, I set up most things to make the miner. So in the meantime, there's actually one more thing that we need to make. And that is the fact that I get pinged on Discord. Okay, ignore this. Anyways. So while all of this steel is doing steel stuff, I need to just literally set up the energy production. So what I need is all the bone meal that we have right now. Can empty out some of this stuff in here, just to get some more empty cells, considering we used so many for the dynamos in last one. But I forgot, we actually need another argument, which is this one right here. Just pretty cheap. It's just some, and I think we actually do have another coil just lying around for some reason, and a coin that is not supposed to be in here. Yeah, we're just gonna make some of these silver blocks. Silver, yeah, about that. We have so much, and I've noticed something very important. That is a good method of mining, is just to go into these cavern layers, these big boy caverns at this point, considering we have all the armor that we need, and just look for the resources, the main ones like iron, gold, dark gem obviously is one of those resources that is pretty rare, so it's obviously nice to take them. Well, I wouldn't say rare, but they spawn at a weird height level, so getting them is pretty good. And well, what else is there? I'd say nickel is worth the thing, vanadium. Basically just skip ores like silver, lead, essence, all that sort of stuff. Speaking of essence, I have a lot of essence in here. Essence is not supposed to be in here, it's supposed to be in here. Just so I know. And by the way, this is our current progress on getting premium essence. We're getting there, we just need 2 more blocks. But most importantly, let's get back to this. Then there's the servo, we should have enough. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Actually, why did I make 4? I just need 3 because I'm gonna use a boosting material. Let's select this. Throw this in here, and now we need crystalline. So let's just get 4 cells of crystalline. That we just have right here. Thankfully, we made some more. And what am I missing? Oh, the coils. Yeah, obviously. Make the coil like that. And that's just enough to make the auxiliary transmission coil, which basically increases or overclocks a dynamo, which is really good and exactly what we need. Anyways, we need all of these. This is basically all we need. Now we need to get out the hardened flux ducts. So what do we do now? Time to set up the plant interactor here. So the plant interactor needs power, so we're gonna set it up like this, okay? Then we are going to take these numismatic dynamos and should we do it like that? Actually, I think it's better if we do it like underneath, because then we can fit in the laser better. So do this, then I know the setup is a bit iffy right now because I have little flux ducts to use, but we're just gonna do it like this. Set both of them right here, and then we have the crescent hammer. We use the crescent hammer to spin these dynamos so they hit the hardened flux duct. And now we upgrade these dynamo with the reinforced conversion kit. We already did this once with the hardened upgrade kit, but this one can carry up to 2 arguments, and this is where these arguments come into play. So what does this argument do exactly? Well, usually these numismatic dynamos are run by coins, like the money we get from quests. However, with this upgrade, we can also use gemstones like diamonds, lapis, ruby, gems, sapphires, you call it, all of these. And most importantly, lapis. Lapis is pretty good source, and also increases the overall power generation. So if I go in here, you can see it's 80, but with this it's 400, and with the transmission coil it's 480, and that is some pretty good energy. Like if you compare it to this is like already like almost triple the amount of energy we're producing, and 2 of them, yeah, you can guess that this will be enough to run an what should we call it? Void miner. But there's one thing that we need to do in between this, and that is we need to set up a atomic reconstructor with a coloring lens, and now we can already see where this is going. Probably, maybe, I don't know. I've already made a tutorial on this on my second channel, Skeleton Pope, like a while back, and while it's outdated right now because of how I think it was 113 or 114. One of the versions changed how lapis works, and now there's an actual lapis dye. You turn lapis into dye, which is, I always found kind of odd, but that's just how it works now. You can also create like an infinite EMC cycle like that, but that's like a whole other story. Anyways, what do we need? There's some more hardened flux ducts here. We need an atomic reconstructor. We already made one of these. You know the trill. So let's just quickly make one of these. Okay, I think we have everything now. Now we just need to put them in here, and there we go. There's our atomic reconstructor. Now we need to do is craft this lens too. There we go. I went also some glass hunting the last time because I needed a lot of glass for all these lenses down here. Speaking of which, I can finally craft this thing. And all of these too. And these structure panels too. There we go. And actually I forgot there's one more, there's not a necessary item, but a really convenient item that you can do, and that is the assembler. Do we have anything that can make the assembler right now? Yeah, let's just do it like this. Okay. This one is basically gives you auto builds these void ore miners and gives you all the information about them too. So that's good. Anyways, now with the lens, we need to throw the lens into the atomic reconstructor, and there you go. There's a color lens. You can just cycle the different lens modi. Then we need a redstone torch. And do we actually need a redstone torch? No, we don't. Huh. So, next up, we need a, there we go, we need a automatic precision dropper. Not a necessity, but it's just convenient, so let's craft this bad boy. Here we go, this is it. I'll show you what this thing does later, but we also need a ranged collector now, which is just a bunch of iron, per usual, so let's do that. But we also need the seismic sensor, which we actually have, I think. Yeah, whenever we use that to look for oil. Huh. Okay, then there's this gear, and here we go, ranged collector. Alright, so we made a couple of things this episode already, and I'm already in 20 minutes into the recording, and I haven't really done anything yet. Let's go to sleep really quick. Now, we also need some logistics here, so we need, let me think. I think just one servo. I think. No, 2 servos actually. Okay. Okay, I need some more iron plates, so I'm just gonna set up what I can set up right now, which should be almost everything. But that's okay. So now I need 1 piece of lapis actually. There we go. And I think that should... Actually, I need 2 pieces of lapis, technically, just so I can get this stuff powered up. Alright, let's just get a bunch. Alright, throw 1 in here just to get some energy going. Beep, and you're gonna see this go up crazy. Yeah, look at all this. Woohoo, powerful. Obviously, this is gonna start collecting the beans over here that we placed so far. But I'm faster. Aha. So, what we need to do now is set up the transformation, basically, from cocoa bean to lapis. So, let's make some room here really quick. And what's going to happen is, it's going to take out the beans out of the plant interactor, and it's gonna go into the automatic precision dropper. From there, it is going to be activated by... Could have done this differently, but that is how it is now. It is what it is. Let's put on the coloring lens. And then we're going to use the range collector right here in order to make these add up. And then we're going to okay, first of all I should explain what all of these do. This is very bad. So the automatic precision dropper has one job really, and that is it can drop items like this, really precise at the same coordinates almost. So it's a very convenient item in terms of utility. Now, and this range collector is basically just like a obsidian or like vacuum hopper, if you can take that as like a reference. For example, if I put lapis into the whitelist over here, then it will automatically collect every lapis that is around it in a certain radius. Now, obviously, you can change some things here, like make sure that it ignores the MBT, the OR dictionary, which if you don't know what OR direct is, then you probably don't even need it. But it is just for more sorting purposes. Now, usually you just need the whitelist and maybe ignore NBT, but other than that, just these 3 slots. And you can also click it and turn it into a blacklist, so it collects everything but these. but you know. So, let's just throw in some more just to get these going. Hell yeah. This is the stuff that I need. Stuff of legends. So, this one is just going to collect these beans now. And with the servo that I'm going to place here, it's going to take out these beans, put it into the automatic precision dropper, which is going to drop here. Then the atomic reconstructor is going to turn the cocoa beans, because the cocoa beans are in the dye spectrum. Cocoa bean is right next to lapis, so one shot will turn the cocoa beans into lapis, then the lapis will get collected by the range collector, and then not yet transferred because there's a servo missing, into these numismatic dynamos. And here's also one more important part that I need to do, and that is to add a trash can on top, because what is going to happen eventually is that we will have a overflow of lapis coming in. So because of that, we need this trash can. Otherwise, you're going to have like a bunch of different dyes over here because the range collector can't collect anymore. And usually, in most cases, the server will only send things if there's room in the inventory. However, since the precision dropper will always drop, there's going to be infinite space, basically. So just to avoid that from happening, and this has happened to me a couple of times on servers where it turns into an absolute lag fest, and you do not want that at all. Just place the trash can over here. It's just gonna work miracles. And also, nothing is actually going to, like, where things are going to be trashed, because the servo has a setting that it also is defaulted on. Now, if I only... Okay, the iron plates are done, so I can quickly make another servo here. 1 second. Doop-de-doo. There we go. The servo comes with a default setting. I can actually just show it over here. No, I can't, because there's a fluid duct. Alright, so it comes with a default setting, not here, actually, I just noticed. Then let me upgrade this one, because I'm not sure if this is actually the default for these iron servos. So, these servos come in like a different tier, too. So, for example, this is the first tier, just the regular servo. Then you can upgrade this servo to, okay, I don't have enough red alloy. Or do I? Okay, I do. So let's upgrade this one. Let's make 2 servos, just so I can show you like the more advanced ones. Do we have electrum plates? But we should have some electrum, right? Just 1 electrum, okay. Quickly plate this right here. The higher the tier, basically, the more options you get from, like, customizable options here. So, for example, this servo right here, the reinforced servo, not only does it pull faster, it also pulls a larger quantity of items, but it also comes with more custom settings, such as ignore or directory, which is, we have already talked about this on the range collector, but most importantly, this setting right here. So it will prioritize the nearest inventory first. So basically, it will first fill up this numismatic dynamo, and I need to turn this one on. Then the second one, and then if both are full, it's going to trash here. So none of these lapis ones are actually wasted. And what I need to do is also just power these up continuously, as long as there's like, as we are still in the growing phase. And this is where all the bone meal comes in, by the way, where I just get a bunch of beans here that I can place. And since beans grow relatively fast, it's not going to be an issue at all keeping up with the growth. Like again, this is a literal uber production we're starting here. In case we might need to expand it, and there's some coal. Why didn't I never get that coal right there? Oh, whatever. I also never looted this chest right here. It's still full of stuff. Let's eat this bread. Oh, wait, hold on. I have calamari on me, right? I need this for my diet, which Actually, I can show you something else right now. But I wanted to craft this on episode just to not diet. I forgot what it's called. This one, food bug. I need a carrot. So I mentioned this like a while ago when we got this like yellow heart that you can see. Every 50 food or different food you eat, you get an additional heart. Well, this one keeps track of how much you've eaten, so we just need 6 more actually. Calamari should be in here. So let's eat this. Nom. And we only need 5 more different foods. Do we have anything different in here that we haven't eaten yet? Like raw pork chop. Onions. I have layers. Let's see. Corned beef. Producium apple. Raw rabbit. And what we need, actually that's it. We just need these, so let's eat the producium apple. Get some spits, let's get some speed 2 going, huh? And I think, no, okay. So, what I'm gonna have to do now is just keep on making more bone meal, getting those beans to grow. And actually, yeah, I can already set up the laser, why not? I mean, it's not gonna do us any harm, really. So the first thing we need is space down here. A lot of space. So let's get going. How much hardened ducts do we have? Okay, we have a lot of hardened ducts. So not a problem at all. Now, if you really wanted to, we could also just connect these hardened ducts. And I wonder now. Yeah, actually we're producing more than like these flux ducts can handle right now. I think they can only... Never mind, they can keep up to 4,000, okay. I thought that was 1,000 I was thinking about. That was like just the leadstone flux ducts. So not a problem at all. So let's just make some space in here. Because we are definitely going to need it. These lasers can go up to quite the size, let me tell you. Come on. This inventory stop being so full all the damn time. So I put this here. Let's just go down this layer and this should be sufficient. Oh, I just realized we're gonna have to do this really awkwardly too. Like, since the laser's coming down this way. Yeah, okay. Boop. Boop. Ouch. Okay, let's place the laser here. Let's see if we have enough space, though I don't think this is. I don't know. We are going to have to construct this. And take a look ourselves. And we are getting so much fossils. My god, I don't need these fossils at all. Ugh. Dolomite. Why are you like this? Anyways, and this is actually not how it's supposed to be. This is very much wrong. Don't do it like this. We need to put it sideways because we need the storage on top of it. Like this. Okay. And let's see if this is enough. So we have, if you punch it with the assembler that we made earlier, it will tell you what items you need. And I just realized I'm going to need laser cores and a lens, though I don't remember them being expensive at all. So let's quickly do these. So let's make a lens really quick, a clear lens actually. Depending on what color of lens you use, you're going to get a different ore type. I should probably go for like coal or iron type at the beginning, but I also need these like some other stuff that I can only get from void or miner. So I'm just gonna use the clear ones for now. And let's... I forgot. Oh yeah, laser cores. These ones. You know, they only take some iron. Thank God we have our iron back, mostly. Mostly, I'd say. Okay, I can just use this trash can right here. And just look, I think it just turned some beans into lapis. That's nice. Let's trash a couple of items that we don't necessarily need here. Okay, then let's get started with the build. And yep, this is steep enough. Let me just, before that, go one layer deeper actually, because I am going to need it, because I need to walk underneath it too. Okay, just like that. There's a lot of copper right here. They definitely upped the spawn rate for that, didn't they? Anyways. Or maybe I'm just lucky, like always. Let's eat this raw pork chop. Okay. This raw rabbit side. And this onion. Didn't I? Oh yeah, I still need to eat the corned beef. Well, let's continue the structure here. And in order to build it, you just have to right-click the core. And it will start building on its own. Yeah, the torch is blocking it. It'll stop constructing whenever there's something in the way. Whoops. If you shift right click, you automatically destroy it. Why is it not constructing? Oh, because I don't have the structure. It's on me. There, right there. Okay. So let's make these really quick. And there we go. It's completed now. And now it will... Huh? Not. Did I make one too many? It's not assembled. Oh, oh, the torch is ghosting. My bad. Okay, now, if we look at that, it says assembled true, which means it's a valid structure. And here you see it costs 660 RFT to run. And every 400 ticks, I think. I don't know what 400 actually means in this case. But it will generate an ore, basically. But not right now. Because it takes another requirement, since... Basically what a void ore miner does is... It takes resources from beyond the bedrock. Now, obviously, there's nothing beyond the bedrock. There's probably some mods that had like some sort of like post-bedrock dimension, but lore technically that's just how it works. So we also need to make a hole that reaches all the way down to bedrock, just like that. And obviously I know digging straight down is illegal, but I have a hook shot, so who cares. I might just fall into lava or like a cave or whatever. But who cares? The dirt cares very much. All we need... Okay, there we go. Bedrock. And there you go. The laser already activated. So let's head /home. So we're back up again. So let's take a look at our void ore miner. Right here. And as you can see, it's just working just fine. You can see the laser going through the lens. And there we go. Our first ore, a tin ore, just got generated. And look at that. We've gained another piece of heart. Yay! Look at that. There's 1,406 different foods. And we can get a maximum of 20 hearts, so... Ooh. Ooh. That's gonna take a long while to get. And you also get like a nice list of items that you've eaten so far, which is quite a lot, frankly. Anyway, so this is happening now, but it's going to take up all our energy because we don't produce enough cocoa beans yet. So what that means is we are going to have to use up all our bones that we have so far in order to make some nice bone meal. Let's do just that. Get out all this cinnabar here. Keep it for dangerous days here, in case I need to, like, I don't know, smelt down some platinum. Alright. But most importantly, let's take a good look at what we can just gather with the tier 1 void ore loot table right here. So most importantly, we can get coal, we can get iron, and yeah, it's white lens actually. Oh, that's a good chance actually. We can get gold, we can get diamond, emerald, glowstone, Certus. We can also get these like ore pieces like oil shales that you usually not even get. Energized glowstone is going to be important later down the road. Ardite and cobalt even, that's nice. We don't need to go to nether then anymore. Nether amethyst, not really sure why we need that. And look at that, we can get litherite and erodium. And even longstellite, but that's like 0.03% chance of getting longstellite. Yeah, we're not gonna get that anytime soon. But most importantly, in erodium, which is used to make the next tier of void ore miner, which actually, nah, we need size. Wait, yeah, we could actually make that on the next. We actually do have all these resources for that, but it's gonna take a while until we have 8 blocks of erodium together. So we're just gonna have to live with the void ore miner tier 1 for now. And this baby goes like up to tier 6, which takes like a ridiculous amount of like energy. But for now, let's just continue to set up our beans. Meaning we have to use up all our bone meal. Oh man. We're probably only gonna have to go to the nether now for certain types of ores that we haven't seen actually yet. Because we just don't have the mining level for them yet. Anyways. Doop-de-doo. How quaint. Usually like, after like the second wall, it should be completely automated. But let's just grow some more. Doop-de-doo. If you can't find any jungles, by the way, like using the seeds is like a totally valid option. And you can also get cocoa beans from like the dye spectrum. It's just like at the complete other end than lapis. So getting it is gonna take a while, and we're gonna use a lot of RF to do that. But whatever, you're gonna have like this cool thing running. Let's place down actually some diorite because I'm afraid of picking up on accident. Other than that, I'm pretty sure we can just like make a way down here so we don't have like a hole in the wall right now. Feels like the good old days where we didn't even have like a base. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That is literally the entire setup. Huh. I'm pretty sure most playthroughs would have just given up by now, but I'm still going, baby. I am still on my toes. Nom. Okay, so we did this. So now what? Do we just... I guess we just have to wait until all the beans grow. I guess I can just also cut that one out, because it's not really interesting. The one thing I guess I just can talk about while just making all these beans is... about the GB public server. To be honest, it's been more of a headache than really anything useful, and I know that in the poll, mostly people vote to have it stay, but at the same time, that is mostly just the people that are in the server just to like hang around with, I guess. And that is usually most fun and all, but when it actually comes to like moderating the place, and it's not even moderating the place itself, is people from different servers just wanting to start shit. That really is just like, why? And in most of these cases, just having a smaller server feels much better, but it also has something to do with pretty much the size of the YouTuber usually owning the place, which in our case is even different, because when people say GB, they mean Metaclango Pearl. There is, I guess, Max 22 at some points, but honestly, I don't think anybody really associates GB with me or any other people. I don't think anybody can name all of the GBs. I don't think anybody can do it. And I don't think whenever somebody says, oh, I hate GB, you can't really say that, mainly because GB is like 20 people. And I don't think you hate every single one of these, mainly because you don't really know all of them. Not even I know all of GB. So that has something. If that doesn't say anything, then I don't know what will. But other than that, I don't know, it kind of made me think about, like, usually I think there is a point in, like, a YouTuber-viewer relationship where you want to be close to, like, your audience. That is probably what somebody would want to say. And that is only partially true, in my opinion. You want to know, like, your general consensus in the audience that are, like, what would people watch? Obviously, I don't really care about this. I just upload whatever. But for, like, if you want to grow at all, then I'd say upload that what people would watch. Not necessarily, like, bait the shit out of people, but just something that kind of is, like, on the current hype train. It's the best way to grow in the beginning. Obviously, it's not always going to work, and you're probably going to have to do this for a long time. As I said, right now, I'm not really doing any of that. Like, look at me, I'm playing Magical Starsign and Minecraft. That's about it, and Toho. And if if you ever wanted to grow on YouTube, you wouldn't pick such a niche thing as Toho to begin with. Not saying that the community is small or anything, it's been growing like a tumor over the past year, but, you know, there is... Because the closer you get, that also means that people are going to, like... you're going to meet whole other people with different opinions and such, and that usually doesn't end all that well. Mainly because you can find certain individuals that will just absolutely just not stop at anything to just, like, make you look in a bad light or anything like that. And that just kind of sucks, honestly, which really just doesn't want to make you engage with the community at all. Like, it... Obviously, I'm speaking from experience, sir. But, but, like, on the other side, making you not engage with the community at all just kind of makes you look like a hollow YouTuber, really. What I mean by that is just... you start becoming, like, this literally pure YouTuber that just uploads content, with, like... They may have personality, but no direct link, which isn't even that bad, honestly. I always say separate content from content creator. I was about to say something, but I kind of lost my thread there. Oh yeah, but getting then from this, like, shell form sort of deal to, like, actually engaging with the community, that's like always iffy, because mostly by then people would already have, like, a certain image of you in mind, which is gonna be completely shattered by once you actually get to know them. Like, Cernist is a good example of that. Cernist in videos and VCs, like, two different things. Like, I think that's, like, the biggest difference for, like, just the content and the creator. You know, it's always fun when that happens. But also, not so much if people just take you the wrong way, I guess. But regardless of that, that is just, like, something that I've been thinking about. Like, what is, like, a good viewer content creator relationship, and it basically made me realize just why some of, like, the big YouTubers have a Discord but aren't actually on there, mainly because it's just... Ugh. Dealing with that many people at once is just a pain, and I mean, that's been kind of the way with TeamSpeak before, but I think Discord just added, like, another layer of stupidity to it. Mainly because of how it, like... how close it brings the content to the content creator. And I don't think, any of like GB member kind of realize just how big they are, really, in terms of like if you put it in the Toho spectrum. But I don't know. You just want to krill, but at the same time, that is not gonna work out in the end as you planned, as always. And especially like this year so far has been probably the most drama-filled year on like a layer that we don't really want to engage in, because we usually just keep quiet about most of this stuff. Just because who cares, really? Not you, it's our problem, so we're gonna deal with it. It's not like we're gonna send out GB to like the entire community witch hunt something. It's just not our thing and completely irresponsible to do. Because with such like a bundled force of that is the public server, it comes with a lot of responsibility. Certain people just wordlocks cannot comprehend. But other than that, yeah. That's all I really have to say about it. And actually I should probably get a solar panel down here, just so I can keep the cycle up right now. If you think like, that's like, I mean it's such a niche topic mainly for me, because again, I am the content creator here. But it's interesting to think about how much you should engage, because obviously if you over engagement, it's just gonna be pain. That is basically the point I'm making here. Which we have actually also really thought about of like the Toho side of the terms of worthiness, because Toho is very non-Western orientated mostly, and having that extra culture clash just adds to the stupidity overall that you're gonna be witnessing there. But then again, that's all fandoms really, if you really think about it. Like, you're always going to have the opposing force and then just finger point at each other like it's Cold War. And we played, like, obviously most GB YouTubers are like trying to push away a bit of Toho. I never was a Toho tuber, so I have that going on for me. But regardless, there's been like a sort of like thing around going on with like trying to like disassociate the GB public server with our YouTube group that we have created so far. I don't know if it's really called a YouTube group or just a friend circle. At this point, I consider some of them good friends. Again, I don't really know all of them. Some GBs are more active, some are less, mainly because also time zones are a thing. So I don't get to talk, for example, I don't get to talk with Opa a lot because he's in New Zealand, I'm over here in Germany. It doesn't work out all that well. And the same goes like, actually Dinah is like, I don't know why I get to talk with Dinah a lot. He's like Australia. Either it's just my sleep schedule or his sleep schedule. One of the two is definitely fucked here. Anyways, which is also why we've been like hesitant to recruit new members, because right now it's like a time where you don't really want to join like this infested pool right now. But basically the plan was trying to disassociate bit by bit with the GB server, just to like step away just from like fandom shenanigans and other total Discord server, because nothing ever comes good out of it. We've been doing this for like 2 to 3 years now, I guess, and it's just not worth it at all. There is no point in engaging these things. When it comes to like Discord servers, just do your own thing. That's just it. Like, why would you go out of your way to antagonize something like that. Obviously, there's... If you look way back, you have, like, the Content Yama stuff going on, which at this point is just a meme nowadays. Just of how terrible it really is. And in my defense, I joined after, or like, during the end of that. I didn't really have anything to do with it. That was just basically poking the hornet's nest at that point, and I don't know. But good old trauma talk here, huh? Just to fill out some episode here of just getting more beans. Well, I've been recording for almost an hour now. I don't know for how long I've been talking, actually. Probably quite a while now, at this point. And more beans. It seems that our bean production is coming along just greatly. Like, look at this. There's always some bean growing right now, and it's getting faster and faster. And sooner or later, look at that first iron ore, yes! Sooner or later, this will be fully automized. Don't worry about the sludge in here. I could probably just make another liquid trash to get out all this sludge. I'm sure if the sludge actually clogs up the production or not. I'm not sure. But either way, I'm so happy that we finally got to set this up, because this is like the first real step into the we're like in this like awkward force between like mid game and late mid game, because the door is there, but we just can't reach it yet because we don't have the minerals to work there quite yet. But mainly coal being the issue here. But I think this is like a good point to end off the episode so far. This kind of reminds me of some of the older episodes now where I just talk about stupid stuff, where there were less cuts. But again, the crafting is just going to get longer and longer, which means I'll just have to cut some stuff out, and I don't have all that many topics to talk about. This was just something that I had on my mind that I wanted to get rid of. But if you wanted to see me more like talk about stuff, then say that, and I'll probably prepare like a topic that I can just ramble on about in like an episode. And again, I don't script anything, I'll just blabber out my stupid head. So if I say anything stupid, then yeah, you feel free to leave a very angry comment about 50 paragraphs long. But that it is. Is that correct? That's it for this episode of Dungeons & Dragons Specials. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.